I don't know how long I'm going to be on. Probably not super long, but mm, mm. There we go. But um, looking at this Pomodoro timer project, I got my sound working, which is wonderful. I'm very happy about that. So what I'm going to do here, I want to do today quick mode. Now, where am I going to put this? I guess I can put this in its own top level folder directory. I'm going to do settings or options. So one thing I like to do when I want to check which word to use for a particular thing is just see which one's longer, which is dumb, but I like to pick the shorter option, which looks like options instead of settings. So go with options. Options. And then I'm going to create a new class and a new class or new file. Let's create a new header file because I'm going to want to do, yes, we're just making a timer options dot h. Full disclosure, I vibe coded a little bit of this earlier. Just before coming on because I wanted to see again, kind of testing out vibe coding, seeing what it can do for us, seeing what we can learn from it. Last time, we're going to do struct timer options. Ooh, that was kind of sexy. Include optional. What in the heck is optional? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. There's an STD optional. So like, I didn't know that existed. But what are we gonna do here? Q string. Do we actually even need Q string? I don't think I need. I don't need to include anything here. I'm just gonna have work minutes. Um, Let me just see what my verbiage was. I wrote this code a long time ago in quick mode. Quick mode view. So right now, the way this works, I have this hard coded to check based on whether we're in debug or not. View, probably under edit settings. Yeah, here we go. Here's where we have all the defaults. Quick mode edits, and then default. Right, and then somewhere in here, there's probably a guard statement that checks. Yeah, right here, if debug. Yes, this is it. Otherwise, we just do this. Right, so this converts minutes into seconds. So I can do two things here. And then I also want to see, I actually don't remember how my app works. Also, this was broken before. Is this working now? This is working now. I just had to rerun the CMake. Oops. Let's just go like this. Now if I hit chill, yeah, it goes to 5 minutes. If I hit next, it goes to 25. Okay, I think that's all it does. I don't think there's a concept of a long break. Yeah, I don't think there's a concept of a long break. So we can come here and close this out. So let me just see, quick mode. I don't really remember too well how my code works. But let's look at the header files. So that'll be a quick, easy way to see what's going on. Quick mode edits, parent. So what I can do here is pass in an options thing into the constructor that is mandatory, and we'll create one with default values, presumably. And I think the edit mode is the only file that cares about this. Maybe the completed mode cares a little bit. Take a break, keep going. Because maybe this has to emit something. Take a break button. Take a break. Wait, quick complete. Oh, quick mode completed. Wait, huh? Oh, that's funny. It's going to, oh, because it's like written like this. I see. Keep going. But hold on, this is quick mode completed. Take a break. Oh, right. These are the signals that we emit, and then presumably my edit mode is actually the one that listens for these. Is that how this worked? All right, let me go back to, what was this thing called? Take a break. And we'll see where this is used. Oh, in main window, right? Because main window is the parent, so it dispatches it to set time, which is a public method. I gotcha. Okay. Well, in any case, let's just make the options file. Work minutes. I'm actually just gonna, wait, hold on. Work hours, that's funny. Let me go like this and pull these in. Work minutes and break minutes. I think that's all I need for right now, actually. Why did it pick 10? It should be 5. I don't think I have the concept of cycles in yet, so I'm just going to start with these two options. And then we're going to make another folder here, another directory. We're going to call this command line. And we're going to put my command line in here. New, yeah, class command line. Add that. And then command line. CPP. Command line, command line. Oh, the constructor. Right. So we're going to want to include options or timer. The heck was this called? Timer options. .h. Possibly unused include directive. Okay, that's fair. We're not using it yet. Ooh. Wait, hold on. What was my format for this? Yeah, no. It's not, damn it. I don't know what my options were. I hate having to deal with formatting things. Like I want it to be formatted like the rest of the file. There might actually be a Qt code style that I can just copy. Would be great, but I don't think so. Default, project default. Tabs and indents, naming, braces, layout. Oh, set from Qt, baby. Yeah, that'd be great. And we'll just use Qt. And I think Qt doesn't like this. Oh, what is the format? Reformat, Control Alt L. Oh, of course it would do that. There we go. Yeah, this is cool. Okay. So let's also go real quick. We need to make some things in the header file. Okay, so in the header file, let's open that here. Is that not how this works? Am I dumb? Oh, I'm in it. My bad. I am dumb. Okay, let's close this for a sec. So class command line, right? Of course, public command line. In argseek char argv. That's actually kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. I see. Not needed. Not actually needed. Because we're going to use Q command line parser. So it's actually not needed. And then we're going to have options. Timer options. Parse. Q core application. Close, but it's not going to be called R. It's going to be called app. And then we're going to have a private section, which is going to have my Q command line. Nice try. Parser. Called parser. I also don't know, what did I do in my other code files for private things? It looks like I just named them normally. I didn't do any underscore stuffs. Okay. Because I work in so many different languages, I forget what conventions I use in certain things sometimes. Q core application. I don't think that's right. I think it's Q core application like this is the right include. And then we'd have to do Q command line parser like this. And I think that covers us. This might be possibly unused. No, that's used. Q core application right here. Right? Might be unnecessary because I have this include. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to keep the includes explicit. I think is fine to do. Again, I don't write C++ every day. It's been quite a while. But hey, here we go. Okay, so we're going to do parser dot set application description. This wanted to write command line parsing. Wow, good job. Right, parser dot add help option. Parser dot add version option. That's cool. That's built in. Q command line option. Work option. These are all going to be called option, right? So I think I'm just going to call them. Oh, no, maybe it's fine. Like it's a little bit redundant, but maybe it's fine. Q string list. That's why I can go like this and say W and say work. And then I can go down here and say work duration. Oops. Work duration in minutes. Minutes. 25. I don't know how this is going to format this. Okay, it does do it like that. Okay, that's fine. Q command line option. Break option. B, I guess. We'll call it break. Description. Break dimension 50, no, 5. And then we'll say minutes. Value name, minutes, and then default value of a string is 5. Add that in. Those are the only two I'm going to add for now. Send parser.add option, work option, parser.add option, break option. That's that. And then we're going to have the actual command line parse. Oops, oh, that's funny. Yeah, because no, I realized I forgot to do timer options. And parser dot process. I have to give it, just app because it's already a reference. I think I can make this a const probably. I can probably also make this const too, no? Because it doesn't change anything. Has no member parse. Oh, you're still full of shit. Oh, I also just changed the signature. So you're not full of shit. My bad. Oh, and this needs to include timer options. Oh. I don't know how includes work here. If it's in a different directory, do I have to go like this? Yeah, it looks like it. A little bit annoying, but that's okay. I kind of wish it would be like in the search path. There might be a way to do that. So then what I'm going to do, why does this have a problem? Process. Types don't match, is that why? No viable function. Oh, right. Um, Parameter, info control P. Q const Q for application ampersand. That's what I'm passing in, yo. Am I crazy? Const Q core application const Q core application ampersand. Oops. Const Q application core application ampersand. Yeah. No, that should be fine. I don't know. Let's finish writing a function and see what issues we run into. Options dot break minutes equals parser dot value. Oh, break. Oh, that's cool. Options dot work minutes. That's cool. Let's write out the full argument name so it makes a little bit more sense to us. We can return settings. Woo. Oh, because it's called options. I don't know why it doesn't like this. Passing Q command line parser as this disqualifies qualifiers. Wait, am I supposed to create this on the stack? No. Yes. Q command line parser. In member function, passing const Q as this discards qualifiers. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, wait, that's a different argument. Q core application. As this argument discards qualifiers. Well, let's look this up because I'm not sure what that means. F permissive. Oops. Occurs when a non-const member function is called in a const. Oh, wait. So I think I know why. I made this const and I think I lied. Yes. It's not a const function. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. We'll put an add-on for Twitch. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Okay. So we figured out that issue. Lovely. Kind of want to listen to music. Kind of don't want to get in trouble from YouTube. The music is off. Wait, hold on. Really? So you guys didn't hear this? No, you didn't. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to turn it on. Okay, well that's cool. I can listen to my own stuff here. Just jam the heck out. And then you guys can watch me bob my head in total silence and be like, yo, this guy's got something wrong with his brain. There's nothing wrong with my brain. The music's playing in my ears, not your ears. What are we going to listen to? Yeah, here we go. Ooh, that is loud as heck. Very cool. I feel like I'm in high school again. Listening to music, writing C++ code. Okay, so this should be fixed now. I don't know if I like the way this gets stretched out. But how should this scale, really? Like, realistically? I feel like there should be like a spacer in here or something. That's fine. Okay, so we've got this. So now we go to... Again, don't know the freaking... Control N, I think that's the IDE shortcut. Yes. Main window. Now main.cpp is probably the one we want. Yes. This has Q application in it. We're going to need to bring in command line. Right, cool. Command line. Timer options. Ah, we can just do this. Parse. And then give it A. I don't know why it's called A. That's a terrible freaking name. Right, cool. Now Q main window. So now I have to look at how I'm going to pass this along. Because now I just have a struct that needs to be passed everywhere, I think. Q main window is here. Okay, so what do we have in Q main window? Why did I use F keys for this? That's a weird one. Oh, for debugging? Oh, I see. So they're not supposed to be in the release version, probably. Okay, so let's go to this, number one, quick edit mode. If debug. Oh, let's add one more option. I could call it debug, but that's just, let's just make a bool, and we're gonna call it use minutes as seconds. Use minutes inputs, count minutes input as seconds for faster testing. And then if we do that, then we have to go back to the command line CPP, add another Q command line option, and this is going to be called minutes as seconds option. Can I do that? I don't know how it works. Do do do. Ugh. Trying to see if there's a like, how do we do oh, I see. I just don't pass anything else. So I'm just gonna go like this. Hold on a sec. Okay. And what I'm going to do here basically is change the goal of this code change here that I'm doing today is to make some debug options configurable from the command line. So that way, like right now, I'm doing the checking by the build version, the type, if it's a debug build, and I want to remove that and replace that with just like a straight if statement. Okay, so what I need to look at, this is quick mode edit. Quick mode edit. And there's a way to go to the header file. I don't know what that button is. I thought there was a button to go to the header file, but maybe not. It's not popping up. What would they call it? Implementation? Yeah, I don't know. But there's a lot of files open here. I just closed the one I was looking for. Quick mode edit. I feel like this could even be, no, I guess it's fine. Right, so let's look at this constructor, quick mode edit, and let's find usages. In main window right here. Very cool. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can pass the options into main window and then pass them directly into quick mode edit. I think that's all we need to do. So quick mode edit. I'm gonna add another line here and say timer options, timer options. Sick, it automatically did my import for me. Oh no, it did a forward declaration. Missing default argument on parameter timer options. Can we go? Default timer options. Can I make that a const? Can you make a const struct? That's what I'm looking for. Constant expression. Actually, I guess that is the default. It's already configured that way with default values. Default timer options. Now it's including, I don't think it needs this anymore. And this is fine. This is great, actually. Yeah, this is fine. And then we got to go through the whole pipeline here. So we're going to edit this header file. We're going to go to our QMain window header file. Add that here as well. And but now I think in here, I don't think this will build, right? Let's just double check. Maybe it will. No, exactly. No declaration matches. Cool. That's what I expected. Because we have to put it here as well. Q timer options. Do I have to put this here though? don't think that has to match. Do. Does not match the initialization order. Is that so? I don't want to change that now, but we will. I want this div to be as small as possible. It's already pretty big. What am I missing? It says main window. Now we have to add it to quick mode, CPP, in the constructor, timer options. Oh, and you know what I need for this to work? So QMain window probably doesn't need to hold a reference to that, but quick mode edit does. So we'll add a field here. These are UI thingies. I'm gonna make another section for stuff that's not UI. Maybe I'll just throw it in here with these types. Timer options. You can go like that. Right. And then in this constructor, timer options, and Q line edit, timer edit. So I might actually just leave it like this for the first commit. Cool. I can't tell if it's not playing it or if my music's just too loud. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. So this works. So what I'm going to do is commit this because there's a lot of stuff here that I think should be committed. Now what? Throw that on number 4. And then we could just go here. I mean, it doesn't need to be in here, but I'm going to pop lazy git. And I find lazy git the easiest way to do this usually. I guess. Yeah, that's fair. I could do this in 2 commits. So adding the command line options and parser. Command line, add command line options. Command line options. Add timer options and command line parser. Right, and then here, okay. Now we can go in here And then I have an if debug somewhere. We're going to change this to a runtime check. If timer options dot use seconds as minutes. Oops. But now what I might do, well, that's fine. Maybe I'll simplify it, but if I do that, I'll do it in a different diff, different commit. Option not expecting values work. Seems to work as expected. Let's go here. Program arguments. Use minutes as seconds, or was it just minutes as seconds? I forgot what it was called. I have to check my command line CPP. Minutes as seconds. Unknown option, minutes as seconds. No way. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Oh, well, that actually is true. Son of a gun. Oh, but yes, because my main CPP is not passing it to my main window. Is that not? Oh, I have to pass the parent there. In which case, I should probably do it like this. Oop. I think that makes sense. That's complaining because I have to change the header file and match. And that might make sense because this has a default. I mean, this also has a default option. This maybe shouldn't have a default option. Oh, that's why I was complaining, because I put it after the other one. Default argument given for parameter 2. What does that mean? Oh, because the implementation file doesn't match. No, it does. Wait, I'm confused. Timer options, timer options. Oh, redefinition. I'm not supposed to specify it here. Nice. Wait, what? Now I actually don't know why it's not working. Options. Options. Be made const. That's true. Oh, because I don't use it in here. That's my bad. New quick mode edit timer options. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. Right, so what I have to do is in here, say edit equals new quick mode. Cool. No. Why did you son of a gun? Don't reformat my shit. Oh, when I hit the equals, it reformatted my whole file, which I didn't want it to do. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. You know why? Because that is right. Because my command line, I did not parse it. Options dot use minutes at 60 parser dot value minutes as seconds. What's the to is set? Parser, sorry, dot is set like that. Nice. Very cool. So let's go down here. I have to add the missing code. The last commit here. We can discard these OGG files because we're not using them. And one other thing I want to do is in my quick mode edits. I want to make this consistent with my other one here, where yes, I have a default value and yes, I have this, but I want to do it like this. And then adjust this to be the same. It should. Ah, I'm missing this comma. That's why. Very cool. This can be const? No. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't have to put it here in the declaration. Okay. Okay. And this will make it consistent with the... Uh-oh. No matching function call to quick mode. Oh, because the call site, right, when I initialize it is backwards. Now, I don't think it had one before. I don't think it had a this. I think that's the equivalent of what it was before, which is why I wanted to reorder these. Yeah, because view, quick mode view takes a QWidget parent. It's not setting this, which I don't know if that's actually a bug or not. There we go. Now it's integrated. And then I guess we can test that out down here. Very cool. So those options don't seem to be working. Uh-huh. Oh, no, that's right. Because there's another reason for that. My quick mode edit is using this directly instead of the default, which probably also is going to have to come out into this function. Because now I need to format that time. Do I do that somewhere? Set time. Oh, to a queue time. So maybe we can keep this the way it is as placeholder text. I don't call set time anywhere in here, right? End time timer. Set time. Sorry, this is going to be queue time. Hours, minutes, seconds. Oh, whoops. Well, yes, I do have to build it first. Option not expecting values work. I don't know why that keeps popping up. And actually it should, which means that I made a mistake on my parsing. Command line, work option, work.toInt, break.toInt. This looks right to me though. Okay. Somehow my work minutes what? Yeah, the default's 25. Wow. So it like goes back and forth between a queue time. Oh, what a pain in the neck. Oh, I can just call time slider changed. Is that true? No, I can't. I have to change the timer's slider's value first. That doesn't work. Right. I can create one. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Whoa. What? No, that's not what we wanted. Hmm. Just go like this. Work is 0. Break 15. How's it getting 0? Same thing that's happening here. So where is the breakdown? Why? Okay, so it's not parsing them right. Option and expected values work. Same thing here. Also saying option and expected values work. Why? So that's probably, I probably shouldn't be ignoring that. Let's take a quick look at this just to see. It's only saying it about work. Work option. Be const. Yeah, these can all be const. Okay. Names, description, value name. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Now if I do work 13, oh, but that's not going to work. Right. Because it's forcing it into an interval. So, okay. Might have to add a new method for that. But theoretically, if I do this, um, right, 5 is the lowest. So this is a implementation detail and kind of bug in the way that I have this set up right now. So I think this is okay. Right? Yep. So this works. I think the problem here is we can't change this. We can't change this to an arbitrary value. It has to like snap in. I don't know why I did it this way. I'm forcing us to work in intervals of 5. So let's commit what I have here first. I'm going to put a note here. Right, and we can get rid of this. And get rid of this. Nice. Okay. So let's go here and lazy get some shit. So yes, that's very important. That's a small enough diff. Command line. Implements command line options, pass options through to UI. So now the only thing here is it doesn't do those arbitrary numbers like we wanted to. There's a couple things here that we can clean up. Minimum minutes, maximum minutes. We can also make that configurable. And let's look at how we configure this timer slider, because this is probably where the secret of why things are so weird and janky right now. Allocated memory is leaked. Interesting. What do we do about that? What actually is this even doing? What is this actually doing? I think this was like some debug code I just put in here for no reason. I don't think this needs to be here. Oh, ends at... Oh. No, I got you. Yes, I got you. What this is actually doing is it's keeping this time over here set. So as time moves on and my system time updates, this label will also update. So I created this timer here, but I'm not holding on to a reference of it. So it's saying that it's, hey, it's just going out into space. But I thought by setting the parent, it would not leak the memory, but I guess that's not how it works. I'm probably just stuck in this mode of auto reference counting. And that's probably why I thought it works that way. But I guess the way to fix this would be to make this a field. Member variable. It's a refactor thing, which I think is Control T. Nope. Refactor. Control Alt Shift T. That's a wild one. Introduce field. Control Alt F. End time timer. And that'll probably keep a reference of it. And that'll probably fix the memory leak. So that can go in as a change. Lovely. Quick mode, edit, fix memory leak on end time timer. Holding a reference to the timer on the class. And I guess the reason why that works is because the destructor that gets called, the automatic destructor, will clean up its properties automatically. It sounds too good to be true, but my inspection's not complaining anymore. I don't know how much I want to trust my IDE here. day is it? I should be working out today, but I'm waiting for a friend to see. I don't even know if he's coming. Actually, just sort of assumed that he wasn't going to. Oh, look, I have a whole bunch of these. These are replaceable signatures. Normal, single, new, and delete. I'll fix those later. I think I just didn't want to like clog up my function definition, but I guess, yeah, once these drop out of scope, we lose a reference to them. So let's look at my slider thing first. Use slider orientation horizontal. Maximum minutes and minimum minutes. I don't even know how that's getting used. Add widget. Oh, make timer slider. I made a function for it. Take interval 1. Page step 1. So I need documentation on these. Control Q. So I think I just didn't know how to configure this maybe. Mono. Q. The heck is this thing called? Q slider. QT6. Let's see what AI is going to tell me about it. Set minimum sex maximum. Sounds interesting. Set minimum and set maximum. Tick marks can be added to the slider using set tick position and set tick interval. The tick position can be set with no ticks, ticks above, ticks below. If the tick interval is set to 0, the slider will choose between single step and page step values. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. QSlider provides methods for controlling tick marks. You can use set tick position to indicate where you want the marks to be. Set tick interval to indicate how many of them you want. The currently set tick position and interval can be queried using tick position and tick interval functions respectively. So ticks below, tick interval. No, tick interval is always 1. We do some math to convert this into meaningful numbers. Trying to set an actual tick interval seems more than trivial. How do I... Oh wait, did it open over here? It did. The simple way to solve this is to think of the number of slider positions rather than the specific values. For a value range of 10 to 90 with an interval of 10, there are only 9 possible positions, right? Doing the math stuff. That seems silly. So let me read this documentation again. Tick interval holds the interval between tick marks. This is a value interval, not a pixel interval. If it is 0, the slider will choose between single step and page step. I don't know what that means. Let's try setting it to 0 and see if my life becomes easier. I'm feeling like one reason I may have done this was because I was doing something with the keyboard. Set page step, which I don't remember what that does either. This is a value interval. Okay. Tick position. Single step and page step. Well, that's probably from abstract. A slider, it is. This property holds the single step. The smaller of two natural steps that an abstract sliders provide typically corresponds to the user pressing an arrow key. Right, single step. I gotcha. And then page step. Oh, it was right there. And page up or page down. Okay. I mean, that's fine. So if I just remove these. Q slider is integer only by design. So set minimum value, default maximum, default minimum. Right, so I must have done this because the math was annoying, kind of. So maybe what I need to do is have this value represent the number of seconds. Maybe it has something to do with the way I implemented my value change method. But no, because the slider's not set right. The maximum is 25. Set range. Oh, divided by interval. What the heck is this interval thing? Interval's 5. Oh, I see. I can change the interval to 1. And then my math will just take care of everything. That makes more sense. Right, and then what about page up? Okay, then I can set my page up and page down. Was it page step? Yeah, page step, we can do 5. Right, and then we'll pick a number like 20. So we have our 1s. My page down button is just not working. I don't know if that is my page down button actually. I remapped a lot of the keys on this keyboard. Probably don't have a page down key. Or it's doing something probably in Synergy. And it's eating the keystroke. Where's my configure server? Hotkeys, page down, yes. Oh, lock cursor to screen toggle. Well, that doesn't even seem to be working anymore. End and home. I'm just gonna remove all of them. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to use all my keys. Cool. Okay, now that I've done that, when I go down here and I say, hey, open tomato, set a work of 13 minutes. Boom, we get our 13 minutes. Very cool. Lazy git. Let's look at our changes. All in here. That's very cool. Cause I'm the wanderer. Yeah, I'm the wanderer. So that's fine. Pick mode, edit, allow any whole minute value. I'll say this is an enhancement. Left, right, move minute on slider by 1, page Page up, down, move higher by 5 minutes. That's cool. Now I just have to think for this guy, how do I want this UI to scale? Because this is wacky. I'm down for everything except this label growing to the size of Kansas. I don't know. I think there's a Q spacer or something. Am I crazy? Q spacer. QT6. Q spacer item. Provides a blank space in the layout. Q spacer item. Let's try it. With a preferred width and a preferred height, which I think would be 0, 0, honestly. Shift escape. There we go. So then we're going to go here. That's the edit screen. No, yes, that's the edit screen. And then, I mean, just to test this out, we could say VBox layout, add widget under my button. And we'll say new Q item, Q spacer item. 0, 0, Q size, policy, minimum, expanding. What am I missing here? Q size, policy, minimum. And then expanding. Oh, H data. And not convert Q spacer item to type Q widget. Is this not a Q widget? Oh. VBox layout. Oh, add spacing. No, oops, add spacer item. Yeah, there we go. Right, because what the heck else would I do with this? I don't know what to do with this space otherwise. Unless I make the button scale and the button just becomes gigantic. This huge ass button over here. We can try that too. Start button. Height. QT6 scale button height. I want to say scalability. Let's call it Q push button scale height. For a fixed height, yeah, sure. Oh, set size policy, right. That's the function I'm looking for. Start button. size policy, set size policy, queue size policy, minimum expanding. That's the other thing that we can try instead of this. And then what this should do, whoa, is private within this context. Right, set size policy, queue size policy. Why is this private? Calling a private constructor of class queue size policy. Huh? Does it work differently than the other one for some reason? User-defined conversion queue size policy from type int to type queue size policy. Why is this queue push button? So let's do this. Oh, right. That actually makes sense. So maybe I have to set both. Right. Queue size policy. Right. I see. I get it. Because this is a queue size policy and this is the queue size policy. So maximum for horizontal and then minimum expanding for vertical. Dumb is the same thing as what's going on here. I just didn't realize it. And I think I reverse these horizontal, vertical. Keep away from run around Sue. Keep away from run around Sue. Horizontal, I would assume, is left to right. Yeah, so that's one way to do it. Sue goes out with other guys. Having that button growing, does that bother me? I mean, it does look ridiculous. I just don't know if it looks less ridiculous than having space. And from like a usability standpoint, it is way easier to hit the button when it's bigger. So maybe I'm okay with that actually. And I think on Mac OS, you can't scale the push button. So I think it's just going to have like padding on the bottom. Well enough, my love still grows. Ask any guy that she ever knew. She'd say, keep away from around Sue. I think I'll do this for now. Quick mode. Edit Enhance. Oh, it's not enhancement. It should be enhance. It should be the verb form. I screwed up. Scale start button to fill space. Push that. I need to eat dinner. Okay, so I guess my friend's not coming today, which means I need to find something to eat. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm gonna need to find food. Let me look at my refrigerator real quick. This might not be an issue. This might mean it's time for sushi. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, that's hilarious. uh, the the people that they have working at that restaurant just crack me up. They just crack me up, man. They answer the phone. They're like, "Hello," or "Hi." I think that's what they said. Hi. It's like, "Oh, hello," and like awkward silence, and then I'm like, "How are you?" We had a good chuckle there. I don't think they know how to pick up the phone. uh, all right, this looks decent. There's other things that need to be done here, but this is good because this is usable. If I go here and I go open tomato, yeah, it's not gonna find it because it's not in my path, right? But I could easily throw this on a desktop. The sound effects work, which is great. Wait, hold on. That that noise shouldn't be happening so quickly. Did I just introduce a bug? I might have. Let me go see here. So in quick mode view, maybe. Oh, that's not gonna help me. There's got to be a button to switch to the implementation file. C line switch between header and source. Yeah, I'm not the only one asking this question. Control Alt Home. What are these shortcuts, dude? Control Alt Home. I don't even know where my home key is, okay? That's why I'm upset about this actually. Control Alt Home. Oh, gross. I need like two hands to press that. I think, right? Because my control key's over here, my alt key's over here, and my... That's wacky shit. No, hold on. I think it's coming from edit view? Edit mode? Right, because this one has timers, doesn't it? View timer. I have to look in the implementation file. End time timer. Okay. And then let me look at view mode. This one doesn't have timers either. Pause timer, stop timer. It emits. Does my main window have the timers? Updates the display. My main window has the timer. Oh yeah, my main window has the sound effects. Oh, okay. And then let me also, speaking about timers, set one to remind me to get my food. Okay. Oh, what in the heck is this? Keep going. Oh, set time. Oh. So there's a bug. Main timer also needs to keep a reference to timer options. No, it doesn't. It just needs to use it in here. is not captured. Oh, you're right. So I have to capture that here, and that's fine as long as we capture it. And then the same thing here. Timer options, capture that, and then we say timer options dot break minutes. Cool. So now if I go here and edit, and we'll put in some arbitrary values. Work 13, break 3. Great. I gotta figure out why the sound effect is playing every 2 seconds. Now break, if I hit chill, 3 minutes, lovely. 13, perfect. So that was a bug technically, or go into lazy git. What we should actually do is implement command line options. This should be part of this commit. So we're going to put it in as a fix up, and then we're going to squash apply fix ups above the selected commit, and boom, it's there now. Magic of rebasing. Yep. Sick. We just changed history, fellas. That's what we do. Okay. So we've got that down. What was the thing that I was actually trying to do here that I got distracted by? I just happened to see that in the code and I was like, yo, bruh, what? But I was trying to do something else, wasn't I? Oh, I was trying to figure out the sound thing. Yeah, what's up with this timer? I forgot what I called it. Nudge timer or something? No, nudge. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh. Nudge seconds. Oh. If debug. I got you. So nudge seconds. So this is something that I missed. Okay, so it's working as expected. Nudge seconds. Basically what we have to do that was in main window here. Let's go here. I like looking at these side by side. Why is everything shift escape? That can't be right. Yeah, no, of course not. Because, oh wait. Yeah, that doesn't friggin' work. Are you kidding me? But okay. So, so this gets a little bit more hairy, right? Nudge seconds. So what is actually nudge seconds? So what we're gonna do here, I see. Nudge seconds can go into my queue options. Yes, I can put a function into a struct if I want to. No one's gonna stop me, right? Options, timer options. And then I think I can just go timer options. Oh, I gotta put a function here. Nudge seconds. I'll be 60 by default, but we'll make it a function. Inline. Why is it inline? Oh yeah. Well, if use minutes as seconds, we'll just say return use minutes as seconds. I say 3. What did I put here? Yeah. Otherwise 60. Nudge seconds. Let's look at usages. That's the only one. I mean, I guess I could move it over here actually. Cancel. Right. Just drop it in here. But instead of if def, we'll go like this, nudge seconds. Let's go like this. But I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, that's more detrimental because like pulls it away. And we're gonna do timer options dot nudge seconds. And in order for that to work, hey, guess what? We're finally gonna have to store a reference of timer options. Nope. And then what we're gonna have to do is up here, go to timer options, and now we're storing it. We can continue using it the same way in other places. It's a constant anyway. I don't think it really matters. Cool. I don't remember why I put a switch task button here. But that's cool. I can add this as a separate commit. Where did I remove the... I guess I added it when I did that. I did it when I did the other option. That's fine. So what that means, let's actually just test real quick. Okay, seems like that's working to me. Waiting a whole minute to see if the sound effect plays. It should be fine. Perfect. This is dope. And how does the other screen scale? This thing becomes the biggest thing. Yeah. Things get a little bit displaced because of that, but maybe it's okay. Or maybe that's what I should do here and just have this text field scale to the size of the screen. Change the size policy on this and make it work like this. Or maybe I need to make these work the same way. Very cool though. Okay, so let's open up LazyGit. I don't know what to put to tag this as. I guess main and options. Base nudge enhance. Base nudge seconds on debug option instead of debug macro. Debug macro for consistency. Yeah, for consistency. So cool. And now I did start doing some Pomodoro counting. Oh, dinner time. Okay, time to go, you guys. This was good though. This is fun. Also, can we optimize imports? Control Alt O. Probably unused. Possibly unused. What does it say? Possibly unused. I think it is unused. Number one. Why isn't it removing them? Cool. Also, if I do, it doesn't have a version number. I think I have to set a version number somewhere, but that's cool. Also, I don't know what this does. Sick. Look at this. Really? Wow, look at all this stuff. This is cool. This is really cool. Now, if I wanted to, I could guard that behavior that use debug whatever. If I wanted to, I could guard adding that option with an if debug. And then that command line option would only be available on debug builds because it doesn't really make sense for end users to have it. And then that would kind of give me my option and have it too. You know, I'd have my cake and eat it too, right? Eat my cake and have it too. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum, Buckada-bum, boom, boom, boom. Very cool though. And then I just need to figure out where I'm adding these pomos. I think I had a thing for that somewhere. Pomodoro count label. I made a label just for this. How does this get used? Does it get used? And this is in quick mode completed. Task name Pomodoro count. I'm sensing that as the app grows a little bit, we might have a little bit more information. So instead of passing around task names and counts, I might want to create a model for that and encapsulate that. And then I would just pass the POMO or whatever the heck I want to call it, you know, view model or whatever it is, and pass that around. It's like just like a struct, something simple. All right. I'll be back later, maybe. Catch you guys later. Also, I noticed that my computer hasn't had any hiccups at all, which is amazing. I don't know why. I did change my default sound card, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. And I also installed some desktop manager. So I don't know. But anyways, streaming Linux seems very stable right now, but I haven't tried. We didn't do any Godot stuff today. We didn't do any game dev stuff today. So tomorrow when I do game dev stream, we will see how that gets affected. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks.